That smells good. Is it our dinner? Frying sounds and smells from the kitchen stimulate my stomach.
今夜は当番のベニオさんが腕によりをかけました。海苔たっぷり明太子パスタ。
Lately, my household's cooking duty has been rotating between Kagome and Benio. Jack the Ripper destroyed Benio's room, so she moved here temporarily. Even now that he's been taken care of, no one's in a hurry to change the situation.
すっかり居候が板についちゃった。これくらいはさせてください。
Hehe, she laughs awkwardly. She looks for new places once in a while, but nothing has jumped out at her yet. That does look good, but eating this late at night is fattening.
太らない、減らない。人生には断固として譲れない一線がある。
No one said anything about that. Benio is very sensitive to words like fatten and shrink.
そっか。でも、吐き人ってちょっと目を離すとすぐ冷凍でチンとかで済ませちゃうよね。信じらんの。
I'm just inherently lazy.
このオリーブ油、なんとか酸控えめだから健康に良くてボディにも大丈夫。
She's 50 times more serious now compared to other leading heroines. Yeah, sounds like one of those magical marketing phrases. Health must be humanity's final religion.
言えてる言えてる。でも、女の子にはいつだって新しい神様が必要なの。
Another follower of the new cult of dieting. By the way, Benio, have you heard anything from Oharu-san or Mayuki?
ちょくちょくメールでやり取りしてるよ。仲間同士は仲良くしないと。女の子同士、秘密のお話とかできるし。
Secret conversations, an enticing phrase.
でも、先週も会えなかったし。最近はバイトが忙しいみたいだけど、そろそろまゆまゆの顔も見たいな。
We may be connected by the dragon, but we are still different people. Even the risks tying us together don't feel as dangerous now that we are used to them.
ここ最近本当に静かだよね。BK とやり合ってた頃が嘘みたい。
It's too recent to reminisce about. Just a little while ago, we are fighting for our lives. But now, all the tension is gone, as if the threats putting us forward were cut.
秋人はどう思う？私は不安になる。今にも何か起こるんじゃないかって。心配しようかな。
Thank you for the opinion of justice. Do you want to go looking for an evil secret society up to no good?
バカにして。
There's nothing wrong with being paranoid. You never know what might happen in this world.
秋人、時々そういうこと言うね。前に何かあったの？
She's strangely sharp.
悩んでることあるのなら、私たち何か力になれない？
Who's we?
私たち。だって仲間だし。一人よりは二人の方がいいって誰が言ったんだっけ？二人よりは6人の方がもっといいかも。
Benio is so straightforward, my eyes hurt. She has so much goodwill, kindness, and justice that it's almost overbearing. I should feel gloomy, but I'm not annoyed enough to lecture her. Part of me is accepting her. Our commune, a group unified by necessity, with no friendship or trust to base it on. But still, Benio refers to us as friends and allies like it's nothing. Have I gotten too far into this? It's too late to regret it now. I have secrets I don't want anyone to know about. I'm not regretting anything. I can't do that. I've just been lost ever since then because I couldn't find an answer to that question. What should I have done? All people are alone, but it's hard to live by yourself. Come to think of it, what's the communette like at the moment? A clear redirection of the conversation. Benio purses her lips, but she follows along. First answer, seriously, it's nothing, don't worry.
じゃあ、答えその2だね。なんとなく。
Agreed, though I have no idea what's odd about it. Something is happening somewhere. The calm air is the sign of a beginning, not an end. Something other than logic makes me feel that way.
何かね。子供の頃ってこういう気持ちになることなかった？
The smell of mentaiko, Benio's voice.
クラス替えとか団体行事の集合の時とか場所を間違えて一人ポツンって。
That's a strangely fitting analogy. As the situation changes, I do feel like I'm being left behind. Abandon the internet and go see the city. Some famous guy said that.
その心は？
A classmate said something similar. The lack of warmth in her voice makes me feel down.
それ、女の子でしょ。
No comment. Girl's intuition is exceptionally illogical. The fact that it's accurate is very irritating. Not that I was trying to hide that or anything. I try forcing the conversation back. So maybe we need to actively do something while we think. Let's see where the wind takes us.
夜の散策?
Pretty much. Yoshimori, Kururi, they were both in danger a while ago. I made mistakes both times. I should have been able to handle those incidents better. They worked out in the end because we got lucky. Those auroras could easily have been fatal. I remember the red color. If any of us screw up, we all die together. My position as leader shouldn't mean anything, but its weight is making my stomach churn. I feel like I'm doing something that doesn't suit me at all.
付き合おうか?
Nah, the pasta will get cold.
じゃあ収穫があったら連絡して.
Got it. I leave the kitchen. I feel eyes on me. Aloof black hair standing on the veranda.
持っていけ.
She slowly holds out a polished cookery knife. It has an overly dangerous glow under the fluorescent light. No, I don't need it. I take a deep breath and refuse.
三郎君では心もとないか。それなら桜子さんにするか。
She gives her weapons names. She pulls out an even longer one. I'd get caught before I even had a chance to defend myself. I'm not going into a jungle.
日本にジャングルなどあるか。秋人は一般常識のないやつだな。
You're the last person I want to hear that from.
わめくな。桜子さんの殺傷力は紫外線でも変わらん。
That's not the... I really can't see myself getting in a situation where I would need that.
都市がジャングルより安全とは限らんぞ。
In Kagume's mind, Takakura City is a city of crime, like Kowloon City or the South Bronx. Arguably, she's not wrong. If an avatar shows up, having a knife won't help me.
美少女ガーディアンの必要は?
She chews on one of her beloved dietary supplements without the slightest tension. No, not for now. I ignore the details I disagree with. I wouldn't last one day with her if I let those things bother me. Bye.
部屋で待っていてやろう。
Why?
パートナーとしての企業努力だ。
I have no idea what that... Kagume's logical leaps are such a genius, I can't hope to follow them.
相変わらずふてぶたしい男だな、秋人は。待っていると言ったら待っている。早く行け。
I see. Okay then.
土産にチーズケーキを所望する。駅前の宇治屋で妥協してやるからありがたく思え。
Don't say that with your mouth full. Those diet supplements are completely wasted on her.
どこへ行きたい？
知るかよ。
いってらっしゃい、兄ちゃん。
戸締まりはちゃんとしとけよ。
Yeah, that's right. He has a little sister. I totally forgot about that.
また子供じゃないんだから。
子供だろうが。
兄ちゃんより背は高いもん。
口だけは大人だな。
What a waste. He looks up at the lit windows with both unease and certainty in his heart. A 2 LDK apartment housing a single family. Izawa has 3 sisters. 3? They're not that well off. A worn-down apartment. Cracks run through the paint on the walls. They look like chains tying everyone to the building. The phone rings. Izawa's night begins.
例の取引は予定通り進めろ。何も心配はいらねえ。
A deal?
ロシア人の報復？そんなものまだ気にしてるのかよ。
Izawa lives in the night. When climbing through the ranks here, your raw power acts as your business card. Izawa has power now. Absolute, isolated, demonic power.
何かあったら俺がケツを持つ。そうだ。俺一人でやってやるよ。ああ。たとえ相手が戦車を持ってこようが問題ねえ。
The other man laughs through the electromagnetic waves. It was just a joke that anyone could laugh off, unless you wear a connector. He hangs up. After walking less than 10 feet, he remembers something and takes out his phone again.
はい、伊沢です。
俺だ。
兄ちゃん、どうした？
チビどもはちゃんと寝たか？
大丈夫だよ。それでわざわざ電話したの？心配 なんだから。
バカ。何かあった時に責任取るのは俺。
でもお母さんも携帯持ってるから。
あのクソ女なんか当てにするな。
I guess he doesn't really like his mother.
お兄ちゃん。
とにかく何かあったら真っ先に俺に電話しろよ。
わかった。
クソ。
He spits as he curses. The saliva flies into the crowd, hitting someone's shoe.
おいこら。
Izawa doesn't recognize the man's face. He's drunk and has a woman with him, so he's acting tough.
気をつけろチビ。
The man has the worst timing in the world. Izawa steps forward with a savage smile, but the man continues looking down on him confidently. He is more than 20 centimeters taller. He can't hide the fact that he is underestimating Izawa.
シマウマっているよな。あの模様、黒地に白か白地に黒のどっちだと思う？
何？
A perfect bullseye. The tip of his leather shoe digs into the man's chest. A flawless surprise attack. The difference in stature meant nothing. The woman gives a piercing shriek. The man crouches down, defeated.
悪かった。勘弁。
The man begs with a purple face. Izawa's in far too bad of a mood to let him slide that easily.
図が高えんだよ。
He raises his heel. The woman shouts anew as Izawa's foot comes down on the man's lowered head. The man's face is a sandwich between the asphalt road and the leather shoe. He spits again and walks off. His bad mood hasn't gone away. But the looks of fear from the masses cheered him up. The terror of others proves his power is real. The woman wails in front of the immobilized man, a woman of the night. Izawa remembers a similar woman. A woman who always makes anger rise up inside him. She was deceived by a good-for-nothing man over and over, but never learned any better. That foolishness frustrated him. I guess he's talking about his mother, huh? The worst part was that she was his mother, yeah. A truth he hasn't been able to hide ever since he was born. The hell-called family. To Izawa, blood relatives are just connections that bring him anger and melancholy. I'm alone. I won't rely on anyone. That way no one can deceive me. Unlike my mother. He's been living only for himself, cut off from the rest of the world, neither depending on nor being bound by any other person. A complete existence containing all it needs to survive. That's Izawa's ideal. He remembers a single woman, Hinaori Kagome. She irritates him. The logical animosity he feels toward her is close to jealousy. Kagome is alone. She's cut off from the world. She'll probably live her whole life alone and die the same way. He knew the first time he met her. That is his ideal. That's what he wants. Which is why he despises Kagome and the man named Mizuwa that she protects. He finds all of them detestable. Before he knows it, he's fiddling with his phone again.
もしもし、伊沢です。
まだ起きてたのか？早く寝ろ。
兄ちゃんの電話で起きちゃったよ。
そうだったか。
もう、そんなに心配なら最初から出かけなきゃいいのに。
まあそうなんだが、仕事なんだよ。
仕事とか言って、どうせまた危ないことなんでしょ？
そんなこともないんだけどな。
怪しいな。
じゃあ切るぞ。
兄ちゃんごまかしてる。
たく。
Once again, Izawa is alone. He travels deep into the business district. Every so often he closes and opens his empty hand, as if checking whether there is something there. Babylon. What he wanted, what he wished for, a ticket to the edge of the world. He has a truly incomparable power, but now he's not sure what to do with it. It'd be easy to let the irritation control him and start destroying everything in sight, but then he'd be no different from Jack the Ripper. Where should he go? He doesn't know, and that's why Izawa wanders around the city with an undying heat. He believed he could fly wherever he wanted once he got power, but when power came down to him, it merely became a new kind of chain. 5 bullets are loaded into the steel dragon. The unshakable truth is that Izawa's just one of them. Waves of frustration approach him, then recede. He's tied down by others. He has to rely on others to live, just like his detestable mother.
クソってる。
Izawa spits and goes deeper into the business district. He's heading for a club, a source of information on the communet. The clue he's after is here.
さて、何が出てきやがる？
A tense smile still covers Izawa's face. An ether of release fills Friday evening. It's as if the entire town is drunk. It's not the same heat that people give off. Joy, solidarity, rage, sorrow. There are people inside the crucible of emotions. Everyone joins the herd, but everyone is alone.
お待ちどうさまでした。レアチーズケーキ2個で800円です。
Extra ice packs, please. I wasn't expecting this expense. Sadly, I have to buy a second one, not just Kagome's. The possibilities that 800 yen could buy pass through my mind. Now then. The cake shop closes at 9 PM, so I wanted to get this out of the way quickly. I realized my mistake only after paying. Fancy wrapping paper giving off a sweet smell. It seems very silly to head into the city at night while carrying this thing. I throw myself into the fast river of people heading toward the new heart. Information has mass like any other object. The light information is dubious. The heavy stuff, it sinks closer to the truth, where it's hard to see. The surface of the city is always filled with rumors drifting aimlessly, like tropical fish with scales of lies and wishes that sparkle in the sunlight. The opposite of rumor is fact. Heavy, grotesque, unadulterated facts, like dark, deep sea fish. Thus, the more reliable the information, the deeper in the city it gathers. Wow, I really should not be here. Before I know it, I end up walking down a narrow road with neon lights so bright it hurts. I haven't come down here much. This may be the same district as Isalone, but it's a completely different area. The humidity is quite high here. The shops and the people smell more loose and deep. In that ether, I wander around like a foreigner.
Nogaki!
A brief shout and a breaking sound. Deep in the darkness, I see the sign of an adult DVD shop. They probably sell some illegal stuff too. The entrance to that building. A blood-soaked man rolls down the stairs. A shocking pink sign breaks apart before my eyes. A piece of plastic bounces off my shoe. Whoa! My curiosity overcomes my sense of self-preservation. I step over the man's body, he's not dead, and up to the second floor.
金はレジの中の分だけだ。ただし言っとくが。
A man with piercings is bent over like a lobster. Someone else is kicking him in the knees mercilessly.
てめえ頭脳が間抜けか？叩きじゃねえって何度言わせりゃわかんだよ。
I know him. You! Izawa's eyes widen. The tiny shop is packed full of shelves of porn DVDs, which are now scattered everywhere, as if it was just bombed. I think I can imagine what happened here.
てめえ何してやがんだよ。
Likewise, what on earth are you doing?
見てわかんねえのか。
Buying porn DVDs? Visually, it appears to be a robbery.
てめえも新記録で1階に降りるか？
Try explaining yourself with words for once, animal. I notice the floor below is getting noisy. The people living nearby must have picked up on the noise. I can't stay here long. Let's head outside. Things will get bad if we stay. He turns around after clicking his tongue. As one would expect, he leaves the battlefield rapidly. He's very used to this. I follow after him. I'd appreciate it if you explained what that was about. Actually, you'd better explain it.
まさかここで面を合わせるとはな。
You are so... You keep causing 3 times more trouble than everyone else. You're a walking time bomb. At least some bombs don't explode until you trigger the detonator. The road is full of onlookers because of all the noise. Izawa and I manage to break through them. Then we head for a wider, brighter street. Oh hey, It was Hisoka. I see someone in my wavering vision. It freezes my mind and my feet stop. Between the bright light and the shadows, a single face appears for just a moment, even more out of place than myself.
なんだよ。説明はいいのか？
Izawa turns around. Sorry, something came up. Please tell me later.
勝手な野郎だ。
11 p.m. on the hill. I watch him nod after he clicks his tongue again. I leave Izawa and turn back into the darkness, into the bottom of the city where I saw that face.